Can you hear me? Hey, Jan. I'm here. I feel like it's got an echo. Can you see and hear me? How's that? Is that better? Hello. Hello. Hi, everybody. I don't know if you can hear me or not. Somebody please do some chat here. Hello. Hey, how you doing, Dale? I see you too. Hi, Jan. Hi, everybody. Oh my gosh, I tell you what, I can't believe it's Wednesday already. I feel like I've been through. The drive home was crazy, but it was awful beautiful. I don't know if you guys saw my picture of the Fort Pickens. I've been working on nothing but videos since I got home. Did you see my pictures of Fort Pickens? Hey, Cora. Hi, honey. How you doing? Anyway, I am so glad we stopped there. It was the most beautiful place, one of the most beautiful beaches I've ever seen. And oh my gosh, it was just, we went. Has anybody here ever been to Fort Pickens? I think everybody here. Hi, Bluebird. Duckbird. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on, but I can't read with my glasses on because they're for distance. So bear with me. Hi, Susie. I am, but I was wondering if anybody's been to Fort Pickens ever in Pensacola, Florida, because you're at the hippie camp. Awesome. Are you with Debbie Jean? I saw your pictures there. I saw some pictures there that this morning. Was you there this morning? It was good to see you. You are. Hi. There's Debbie Jean. Hi, honey. Thank you for your short you did. That was awful sweet. Awful sweet. Come here. You want to come say hi? You come here. Who come here? Rosie's down here. I just gave her a treat, so she thinks she needs another one, but she's not going to get one. No. Anyway, I was talking about Fort Pickens. I was just amazed. I could not believe it because the weather. It rained all the way on our way there, and then that was leaving the meetup at Mill Dam, and then we went to Fort Pickens from there. Not a bad drive, but it did rain, and it was just, I'd never been to Pensacola, and I've always wanted to go, so it's a check off that bucket list. But I'm going to go back. I've got, I just only got that one day, but the one day we had on the beach, I actually got sunburnt, and it was the most beautiful day on the beach we could have asked for. The waves were huge. There was a high tide coming in. So, I mean, these waves were like, well, they weren't Hawaii 5-0, but they were really, really close. They were so pretty. And the water was so blue and gorgeous. And I know a lot of people don't like the beach that much, but I hadn't seen it for quite a while. Thank you, Cora. I thought they turned out pretty good. I've been like I said, I've been working on videos since I got home. Oh, thank you, Debbie Jean. I look a lot better than you saw me because I've been traveling for 3 days. But anyway, oh my gosh. The fort itself, when I get that video done, you guys got to watch it. I don't know if you guys have been there, but oh my gosh, it's just so much history. And the fort itself is amazing. And the beaches are amazing. And I don't know if Rosie was, she didn't know what to think about the beach. She had sand on her nose and on her tongue, because she touches her tongue on everything, that tongue that she has. And anyway, I was just really, really glad I went there, and I will go back there because in all reality, for me to get to Pensacola from here is shorter than my trip where I go to in Colorado every year. So yeah, I'll go back to Pensacola. It would be cool if we could, there's a group camp there on that peninsula I want to check into. Maybe we could do a meetup in Pensacola. That would be fun. That would be really fun, girls. Hi there. Hi, everybody. So I was going to talk about the trip. It was so amazing. I met so many people and so many women that gave me more inspiration than I had before I got there. And of course, meeting Debbie Jean and Jan, you were just amazing and was exactly the person that I thought you would be. And that's what made the trip, is being who you're supposed to be and not be fake on this thing and be the woman that you are when I see your videos. And you did that to me, and I loved it, and I loved meeting you, and you're the real deal. You're the real deal. You're the reason that this community is as big as it is. It's just amazing. I just loved it. Keep it real. Exactly, Cora. And you saw it too. There's Van Gogh. Yep. There's T from Van Gogh Wanderers. Hi, T. Hi, everybody. Oh, I can't believe you all are here. That's awesome. I love it. But that was such an amazing thing. And I met some of my subscribers that I'd never met before. Was so cool. And the meeting was good. The meeting was good. Jan rocks. Yes, Jan does rock. Yep. She dances good too. I saw her out there on dancing, and you could tell she could tell she's a belly dancer. She had the whole thing going on. She got her on video too. I haven't made that video yet. So I got Jan. And I wanted to get up there so bad and dance with you, but my foot just wasn't going to let me do it down there. And I think it was just because I had to walk Rosie so much because she was, being difficult. She didn't want to go to the bathroom down there. She's got to have her grass now, or she'll do it right on the concrete, which she did right before we left. But it was funny because I didn't tell anybody this, but, I didn't see anybody because we were getting ready to leave. And so I was taking Rosie for her walk so she could go to the bathrooms because we was going to be on the road for, 5-6 hours, whatever. But I'd stop, let her go to the bathroom. But anyway, long story short, Kim is walking Ranger down there, and I was taking my trash to the dumpster there at the end of the drive there. And Rosie decided she wouldn't go to the bathroom. So she decided she's going to go to the bathroom number 2 right on the driveway, right in front of Ranger. I said, I didn't have a bag either. So I'm like, Kim, you got a bag? And so I picked her, poo up, but it goes, don't let Ranger see it or he'll want to take it to the dumpster. I thought that was pretty funny because I seen him. That was one thing she was walking him and he had something that I said, what's he carrying? She goes, he's carrying it in his poop. I said, that's a good trick. Oh my gosh, that was funny. So anyway, Yeah, she finally went, but went on the concrete. Now we're talking about dog poop. Yes. Okay. So, how's the weather? How's everybody doing? Paisley Camp. Yes, looks really cool. Surf and Dodo. Hey, how you doing? How you doing there? I got signed up for Johnny's meetup. I don't know if anybody here. There's a few of us here that are going to Johnny's. Johnny's Journey has a meetup in September here in Missouri at Fred Rock, and that's where I met Cora last year. And everybody's getting signed up for that. Hi from Hippie Trippy Camp. Hi there. Hi, how you girls doing? Looked pretty cozy there by the campfire. Yeah, it did. Yeah, I sent mine in too. I sent mine in yesterday, I think, for the meetup. But I can't decide if I want to go to Bev's. Beverly Brown is also a YouTuber, and she's got some really good videos out. But she is co-owner with her daughter of this glamp ground at Fred Rock, Missouri, and it's really, really awesome. It's got shed-ins with the creek where you can get in the creek and do the shed-ins, and it's got teepees. It's got all kinds of these luxurious places like cabins and stuff that you can stay in, and it's a glamp ground. It's fancied up pretty cool. But anyway, she holds a meetup 3 days right before Johnny's, and I would love to go to it too. Hi, Kirby. But it's so hot. Last year, it was so hot, and I had Rosie with me, and it was just about too hot. And Johnny's is 3 days, and so is Bev's. That would be 6 days in the heat. So I don't know if I'm going to do Bev's. I'm definitely doing Johnny's, though. Paper Lantern Pacific. That is quite the name. So I'm getting all of your YouTube channels right. Post them on here, and then I will subscribe to you girls as soon as I can replay this. So make sure I got your correct YouTube channel and all of you, and I will subscribe to your channels too. We support women. Support all our women here. Yes. Paper Lantern Pacific. I like that name. Johnny's Journey will be your first official meetup. Yes, it will, T. I can't wait to meet you. That's going to be so much fun. And I can't wait to see Van Gogh, because if everybody knows, Van Gogh Wanderers is T, and she did my logo, my Campfire Girls logo, and my T-shirt that I wore in my videos that Jan and Debbie Jean did. And it's T Prince is what. And she is a Florida girl. She is down in Florida. And she also built out it's a ProMaster, right? ProMaster. She built it out by herself. She did the cabinets in it, and it is an awesome. Oh, it's a Transit 250? Why did I think you had a ProMaster? Okay, Transit 250, which is cool. This is cool. And she's done every bit of the work. She's cut the wood. She's done everything. She's done the wiring. And she's, Johnny's Journey is Midwest Van Builders. She's one of the best. She was just featured in Tiny Little Homes, and awesome video on her own van that she lives in and did. But she's one of the best, and a great lady. She is she's a retired nurse also, and now she's gone. She started doing this van business because she had a van. She would go as a nurse, and was a mobile nurse and stuff like that. But it's very, very, very interesting. Okay, that'd be great. So we can fish. Don't just tell Cora, I want to fish too, okay? That's Surf and Dodo on here. I hope everybody talks to each other and gets to know each other. That's kind of what I do these things for, so we can all meet more and talk more. And, if you've got any, I want to talk about travel mostly, places to go, where to see. I mean, I'm giving a good report on Debbie Jean's camp, trippy hippie camp, which is not full-time, it's part-time. It's just for women that are in between meetups down there in Florida, and it's seasonal because she travels too. So anyway, it's a wonderful place. She's my video's on it. If you haven't watched it, watch it. It's really cool. Yeah, Corey, you've been gone since January 2nd, girl. You just stay gone. Why don't you become full-time? Have you thought about that? Huh? I think we need to get a meetup going in Kentucky. And also, I wanted to tell you that I started looking at the maps today because I put my 2 stickers on. I put 2 stickers on my states board. I put my Mississippi and Alabama. I still need Louisiana. I'm like, oh, it's just right there. Ugh. Anyway, it looks kind of lonely down there. Anyway, Cora, when I do the caravan to Virginia in the fall, I'm going to be going right through Kentucky. I could pick you up. Not ready for full time yet. You will be. Yes. Okay. I want you to count on that because I thought that would be cool. We could come through Kentucky and stop there and sleep or whatever, if you know of a good place where we could all, I don't even know how many is going to go. We can't really get anything done until Casey Carson is the one hosting it and putting it on until she gets the price out. I've got some women that they won't commit until they know how much it's going to cost them. So, and, I don't blame them. We don't know. I mean, how much it's going to be, but I know the place looks freaking so pretty, and especially in the fall. And I know it's like got 100 acres there. So there's going to be ample room for everybody. She said something about some electric sites, but I don't know much about that. Oh, well, Cora, we'll just pull in there at your house then, okay? We'll just plan on it. I'm going to put you on the map that we'll stop there. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about that. When you going to the Grand Canyon, T? And where's everybody else going? Anybody else got some trips planned? My next adventure is going to be, I don't know. Is Debbie still on here? Debbie Jean? I had talked about, Kirby's getting all excited. Kirby, you still on here? He's talking about, he's got some solar ordered for the camper. So he's getting all excited about getting it vamped up for camping too. So he was kind of excited thinking about going down to Fort Pickens, because he thought it looked pretty cool. And it is. I would love for him to see it. And the fort alone, oh my gosh, it's so cool. It's got like the wall around the cannons are way up here that would shoot out into the ocean. And then that's one, they're stationed all around the point of that island. It's like an island, and then you come in a little bit and there's more. It's like 2 walls to fight off, people coming in. It was amazing. And it was so much intact. It's still there. It's just amazing. You're here making your salad. Okay. If you're home, you're going to be home then. I'm going to make sure of it because you got to go to that meetup with me. That's my birthday. You got to go. Okay. Anyway, Hit the thumbs up, everybody. Yeah. Yeah. YouTube likes thumbs up. So I've only got 5. Need some more thumbs up, people. You're making a salad too. Okay, so we stayed at the Fort Pickens campground, and you're kind of packed in there. They're not very long. If you've got a big rig, or if you want 2 people, you probably need to get in A for that campground, because, and I don't know if you can. I was trying to look for places for March in case, Kirby and I wanted to run down there in March, and there's nothing available. And the I was in, let's see, we stayed in 2 different spots because I couldn't get 2 back to back at 2 nights. So the first one was in Loop C, and it was barely big enough for Cheryl's transit and my caravan. And then the second one was in E, and it was very narrow, but it was just long enough. And then the electricity was way back there. We both had to use 2 extension cords to get our rigs plugged in. Well, Cora, that's what you're supposed to do. Just take off. Did on your travels. Aren't you happy with what you did and got to do? And you got, what's really cool about Florida is you've got somewhere where you can go, I mean, I'm envious of you. You've had a really, really good winter. I mean, how much fun is that? She's been on 2 cruises. She's been to her first big meetup, and then she's going to Lulu's meetup next month. So she's doing awesome. There you go. Meet up with T. Go meet T, Cora, while you're there. You got some time before Lulu's meetup. Yeah. Sherry, how you doing? You just finished your salad? Are you still here? Sherry Miller is on here, and she is one of my first people I ever did a women's meetup, and it was just me, her, and another lady from St. Louis. And what was the other lady's name, Sherry? I hate saying that, but I can't remember her name. I haven't talked to her, I don't think, for quite a while. She is the one that made the Camp Bingo game up at the meetup. So yes, we did. That was our first ever meetup, and it was just down here. I've got a really cool little camp. Well, I've got 2 campgrounds by me where I'm at that are primitive. They're primitive, but they're nice. They're nice campgrounds. And what, Lynn? What? Yes, I'm doing meetups. I have one the next one is in April. It's my Chase the Waterfalls meetup. We're going down to Mountain View, Arkansas, and there's it's April 16th through the 19th. We're staying at Sylamore Creek Campground. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful creek. And April is the spring. I'm hoping we get rain down there, so the waterfalls will be very pretty. But I've been to Arkansas in the spring before. I used to always go to the Arkansas Derby, which is in April, and I loved it. It was just so beautiful. The wisteria, the redbuds, the dogwoods, the azaleas, everything is in bloom at the same time. But I wasn't camping. I was going to the races, and anyway. So I've always wanted to camp down there, and in the spring. And last year we missed it because of a storm, I think, wasn't it, Sherry? And we ended up going in June instead of, it was way too hot, way too hot. Yeah. So we're going to chase waterfalls, and then also the annual folk festival. That's what a folk festival is going to be going on in that town. And we're right by that too. And there's, uh, people playing music, crafters, vendors, all that kind of stuff out going on in Mountain View. So that's going to be fun. So we're going to be busy. We really don't have to do a lot of camp things. So, itinerary things. We're going to do a meetup. Yes, it's in April 16th through the 19th in Mountain View, Arkansas. So, Cora, if you want to go, you can just come here, stay with me, and then we'll go down together. Okay. But I don't know if we can get a site unless somebody cancels out. I think the sites are all full. We'll have to see. I'll check on it for you, though. Yeah. I don't know. Somebody else was asking me when I was in Florida if there was any. They sent me a message wanting to know if there was any more sites available, and I'm like, you're going to have to check with the campground. I don't know. Do not know. I called down there though, and they finally answered their phone, and I'm going to be right by the pavilion, so and it's free. You can't reserve it, so I'm just going to have to snatch it, and we'll use that for getting togethers and stuff because it's right by my site. So that'll be fun. I'm looking really forward to that one. And the waterfalls are for no hike waterfalls. We're not supposed to have to hike. So yes, Cora, that would be fun for you to come. You too, Deb Jean. And then I'm having one in May 11th. I believe it's the Monday after Mother's Day, and it is at Table Rock Lake. And this is another place I've always wanted to go. I love Table Rock Lake, but this campground I've never been to, and it's called Old 86 Highway Campground. And you're just right on the water. You can just walk to the water from your site. It's that close, and it's beautiful. Table Rock is a clean, clear, beautiful lake, and it's my favorite lake in Missouri, actually. So it's in May. It is beautiful, isn't it, Sherry? Sherry knows Table Rock Lake. And so we're going to do that. And it's going to be, we're just going to freaking relax. We're not going to, it's going to be just to relax by the water, maybe fish. I don't know. Might try to fish if I can find somebody to clean them for me. I'm not a fish cleaner yet. I want to be, but I don't know. I love to eat them. Yes. May would be a good one to come. And I don't know about the sites there either. I mean, I had a very hard time ever since I found out about that campground. I stayed at another one that's down in that same area of Table Rock Lake, and it was beautiful too. But I seen this one, and I kind of like. It's an older, it's older. It's got bigger trees, and I think it's going to be a more laid back place to go. So I'm excited about that. And then June and July is kind of open for me because it gets hot and I don't know for sure. I always I like to go west. I always like to go, and I know, and I leave it, Kirby's if he's still on here, I never know when he's going to get his time off. Usually has to correspond with the boys. So it gets very hot. Yes, very hot here in June and July and August and September. I'm hoping this September it's better at Johnny's. That's for sure. So we will, I don't know. I like leaving that open just in case I can get to the mountains and do some exploring outside of Missouri. And I like to go fishing here too. There's some really cool places here to fish, and I love to fish. That's something that I don't know if everybody does, but there's a place here that is called Ben Branch, and I'm going to say it's probably about as big as Mill Dam Lake, that lake that was in there. Because to me, I think that's more like a pond. But sorry, they're not that big. It wasn't that big. But Kirby and I have fished it a lot, and I've caught my biggest catfish there I've ever caught. And we catch a lot of bluegill, and I love to eat bluegill. I like it better than crappie, and crappie has always been my favorite fish. But now I'm really into the bluegill and the catfish. Are you leaving us, Debbie? Aw, thanks for coming in. Thanks for the video. Yes, Cora. Do you like to fish? Do you? Oh, well, you do like to fish because Surfing Dodo is going to set you up. Did you catch fish down there in the creek? Because I could bring a pole down there and fish. Tell me about how you fish down there. Good cold water. Yes, yes. Where did I see? Bye, Debbie Jean. You had goggles on in the water? Oh, I love bluegill. Oh, we'll have to go raid Johnny's pond. Yeah. Oh, you fished at Johnny's. Okay. Well, we're going to have to go fish there. How far is Johnny's from Fred Rock? Yes, T. Bluegill. Mm-hmm. And they're so pretty. I kind of, I don't know if I could clean them. About 15 minutes. Okay. 15 minutes. T, how do you know? Close, only 15 to 20. Ha, ha, ha. Well, maybe we could go fishing after we get done with the meetup. That'd be cool. And have a fish fry. Yeah. Let's just tell her we want a fish fry. We want to do fishing and a fish fry after the meetup. Johnny told us, and you happen to be listening. There you go. Boy, and you remembered too. That's a good point. You remembered it, T. Listening and remembering is two different things. And you can eat them. Okay. Well, she said, I know I caught her last night on her live that she said that her pond was stocked, right? So she didn't say with what. So she goes, she didn't stock it, but it was a stocked pond, right? Anyway, so those are my meetups, Cora. And then I want to get that. I want to collaborate that caravan to Virginia in October. And of course, September's Johnny's. And I try to just do, one a month because of Rosey. And then my big vacation with Kirby. We usually do 2 weeks or so. She caught you on a good night. You're so funny. I can't wait till we get to meet. Yes, you will. Yes, and you need to go to that. As soon as I know more about it, are you a subscriber to her, Cora? It's her YouTube channel is The Wandering Old Lady, and her name is Casey Carson. And that's who is hosting this meetup in Virginia. And it's going to be pretty big. Pretty big. Okay. Look for... Hi, Desert Dad. Hello, hello. Yeah. Wandering Old Lady. and she's always got her cowboy hat on. And anyway, she's the one having the one in Virginia, and she said it's a first annual meetup. She's going to start doing them every year, so I think it's going to be pretty cool. Hey, everybody. Got 13. I need some more bell. Everybody put the thumbs up. I only got 5 thumbs ups. Got 13 in the house. That's good. That's good for old Lin-E here. Yeah. Yeah. So we're talking about our meetups coming up and my trip I just got back from. Thank you, Desert Deb. I knew you would. Okay, Fort Pickens. The other thing I was going to say is I was telling everybody that I was in 4 states in one day last night. And it was 5. I did 5 states. I was in 5 states in the same day. And that was the day I was driving home from Pensacola. So, gosh, did I even count Florida? I was in Florida. Let's do this. I was in Florida, Alabama, Mississippi, Tennessee, Arkansas, Missouri. 6 states, one day. Isn't that crazy? Are you going, Cora? Bye, honey. Thanks for coming in. I'll talk to you soon. You had for what? Bye. Bye, honey. So anyway, I thought that was kind of a record breaker. 6 states in one day. But I love the route I did. The route I did was awesome. I think that the only bad time I had was that storm. And that was on I-75 in Florida. Once we hit Florida and that storm broke loose, it was supposed to be 2 hours on that highway, and it ended up being 4 or 5. It was terrible. It was terrible. The long goodbye. You guys are too funny. So then, but other than that, instead of mapping it, like first time I went to Florida, driving anyway, it was through St. Louis and Atlanta, Georgia, and all that. And I thought, I do not want to go through Atlanta. I hate St. Louis and I hate Atlanta. So I said, why don't we try and go down south and down, And so it was really a beautiful, beautiful drive. If you guys ever leave Florida and want to come this way, it was very, very easy. And the only rough, really busy patch was when you go through Memphis, and it wasn't even that bad. It was the roads are a little rough, and I was not impressed with Mississippi that much. I mean, it was okay, but the first part, now when we first went down, we went from New Albany, Mississippi to Bye, Surf Dodo. Talk to you soon. You liked St. Louis, Dale? Oh, no. What time did you drive through it? Because it's hard to drive through, and the traffic is awful. I can't believe you said St. Louis was cool. Not to drive in. And better than Boston. Yeah, you're right. Better than Boston. Bye, Kathy. You get lost in Boston. I bet that's crazy. How many lanes they got there? Like probably 6 lanes everywhere. It's so, I can't even imagine driving in it. But anyway, yeah, I don't like about mid-afternoon. Did you come through there when you were going to Johnny's meetup? Is that when you went through St. Louis? I bet, maybe. Anyway, I don't like going through St. Louis. I hate St. Louis. It's yeah, that's what I figured. Man, there's got to be a way around that to get to Johnny's. Unless you didn't mind it, that's fine. But yeah, you're used to Boston. That would be different, wouldn't it? Oh, I can't even imagine. But anyway, so how's it going with your van? Have you gotten to do anything with it yet? It's like driving through a maze. Yeah. I went over the Mississippi too. That thing's big. Now we got the Missouri River right up here where I live, and your van is still buried. Oh, honey, I'm sorry. Um, the Missouri was big. The bridges were so big though that I couldn't really see the river, and I hate that. But I got a. You can tell by the bridges how big it was, but it's big river. And yeah, I drove over it right after Memphis, around Memphis. Yes, and the way that, hey Cheryl, hey Zeb, how's it going? The way that I made the map down to Florida this time, I mean, most of it was just beautiful and 4-lane and easy peasy driving. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to remember the roads that I took, but it was just so easy. It was an easy drive. I was very amazed. Long, very long. I had, you want to stop 2 nights. Takes you 3 days to get there, but it was well worth it. It was so much fun. I enjoyed it. Did you have a bad word, T? You're something else. I watched your video today on you are so talented with all that equipment. You just amaze me. And, have you thought about becoming a van builder like Johnny? You're pretty good at it. But do that instead of your printing business. Have you thought about it yet? I can't wait to see your van. And I get second tour, right? Second tour on Van Gogh. Anyway, so yeah, it was a great drive. So if anybody wants to see my map, I could show them what I did. But now I'm going to work on the other trip. So that'll be fun. Yeah, it was fun drive. It was a pretty drive, except for that I-75, and it would have been fine too if it hadn't been storming down. We couldn't see nothing. But anyway, that was okay. And then we get there, and then my room wasn't the right motel room, and it was the wrong place, and we ain't gonna stay there, so we didn't have anywhere to go, and it was still raining, and so we just went to the boat ramp at Mill Dam and stayed there, and then we stayed there the next night too. But Debbie Jean, bless her heart, she got a hold of me, says, well, she was going to come up and have dinner with us Monday night. And then she said, well, why don't you come down here to the Trippy Hippie camp, and then you can take a shower and charge up all your power, since we didn't have a room. And we're like, oh yeah. She was just like 45 minutes away from Mill Dam. So we got to see the Trippy Hippie camp, which I did a video on it. And if you haven't watched it, you need to watch that video and give it a thumbs up. It's a really neat place she created for us butterflies and campfire girls and people that are at meetups in Florida and just they're in between meetups, like Cora could have done, but she's got somewhere to stay there. She's got family there. But if she didn't, she could have stayed at Debbie Jean's. Now, Debbie Jean only does it a week at a time. 7 days, and you can come and go, of course, but she doesn't do it daily or anything like that. And then it's just for, van campers. It's not for big campers or anything, because it's, it'd tear up her yard. And it's all fenced in. Just watch the video. Trippy hippie camp. Yeah, it's got, it's all privacy fenced in, gated in. She made a really cool bathroom, and there's a nice shower room for you to take a shower, hot water. Pretty neat place to stay. So anyway, so then we did that, and then of course the meetup, we were we were first in line, because you have to be, they line up there before they open the gates for the meetup. And so we were first in line, and I guess we got pretty good spots. I don't know. I loved meeting everybody. I really didn't care for the space that place offered as far as parking. It was too close to each other. It had, you could barely open I could barely open my car door when the lady got there the day before I left, and they're just packed in. I think she had 80 or, almost 80 people in there, and, you had to park in between the lines like at Walmart. So that's not much space for Rosey or anything, and so she wasn't real happy about it. But she met Buddy, she met Ranger, and she met some other doggies that she liked. And we did have a shaded space. We kind of put a canopy between. Cheryl was on one side, so we put a canopy between the side of my van and the front of hers. And it's kind of sticking out there, but there wasn't anywhere else to put it. The land behind where we parked had a big dip in it, so wasn't real happy about that. And then for me, for being disabled, the bathrooms, the beach, and the pavilion, and the water actually was way down at the end, and I walked it once, and then I didn't walk it again. It was too far for me to walk and walk back. But without my foot hurting. I mean, I can do it. It's just I don't want to do it, because then I'm in pain, and then I'll just be sitting on my, it'll be hard for me to take care of Rosey the rest of the time. So I wasn't real. I mean, it was a beautiful, beautiful place as far as the park area and all that, but I really did not care for the actual camping in the parking lot. It really, I mean, except for the women, that was great, and that was fun. It was a lot of fun, and I did it. So, now I know. And, but yeah, it was a little different being that snugged in there with all them people, but it was nice. I loved it. I had a good time. Probably will not go there again. Not because I don't want to see everybody, just because I really don't care for being that packed in there, especially. But and then being that far from the facilities for me. Now, if I had a scooter, that'd be a whole different thing. It'd be a little bit different. What do you mean Johnny's second? I was second. You said you had somebody first, T. And I said, is it Johnny? Now I'm third? Well, maybe I just won't even do it at all. How about that? I'm just kidding. I'll do it whenever you want me to do it. Who's doing the first one? I figured it'd be Johnny. We're talking about the tour on Van Gogh, the van that T built, and it's very nice. And if anybody, Van Gogh Wanderers, if you're not subscribed to her channel, you need to subscribe and watch her videos. And something else I wanted to talk to everybody about. If you do watch videos, please open them in YouTube and even if you don't want to watch the whole video, please let it play all the way through. Jan gave me some good tips on that. And if it'll hurt the algorithm if the video is not watched all the way through. So you need to either just let it play. I prefer that you watch it and you like it and you give a thumbs up and all that and hit the bell. But do that for the creators so that their channel doesn't get hurt. I spent a lot of time doing Cora's video on her van tour. I did it and then it was all wrong. Something happened. I can't remember, but I had a hard time. She didn't want her license plate showing. And I've never had a problem with, whopping it out. But that license plate was in a lot of different places in that video. And so I ended up having to cut a whole part of that video out and then redoing it because I already had it done by the time she goes, well, I kind of didn't want the license plate. And I knew that, and I just forgot about it. But anyway, next time, if it ever gets done again, she's going to have to just cover her license plate. It would make it a lot easier. Or I'm going to start taking something to cover them up when I do the videos, and that would make it easier on me. Even if they don't want their plate in there, this way it won't be in there, and nobody has to worry about it. And that's probably the best way to solve that situation. Okay, so I'm third. Johnny is second. T is what, Cheryl? Anyway, so for Mill Dam, yeah, it was beautiful. And I'm all about right now. I'm all about doing things I want to see places I've never been. And that was a long drive. I did a short little video I posted about the miles, even though we did go to Fort Pickens, but it was on the way home. So it really didn't count that much. And so my trip was total of 2,400 little odd miles, and that 2,400 miles there and back. And if I'm going to drive that way, that long, of course I want to see everybody, but I want to be more comfortably camped for 3 days than that. And there was no ice, I had no ice. The solar was not good. Kept fighting with solar the whole time. So it was just a little different, and it was hot. It got hot. And now I did enjoy I did do my workout with about, quite a few people on Wednesday, but Kim had put that on at 10:30 and it was a little hot by then. So to do a chair workout, and she had scheduled it to be in the shade down at the pavilion, which is where it should have been. But there's no way I could have walked all the way down there with my chair and with my dog and with everything else I needed to do the video. Or to do the workout, because I'd recorded that video and I was just, watching the video as I did the workout. But it was fun. And a lot of people did it. It was fun. But then the next day it was hotter. And so I just said, we're not going to do it today. It's too hot, because it was scheduled at 10:30 in the morning, and 10:30 in the morning, it was hot there. So anyway, but that was fun. And that I enjoyed doing that. I could do that again if girls want to do that. As far as women want to do that, I do that because I'm disabled, so I do it in a chair. And I do like to do it every day because it helps me feel better as far as getting in and out of my van. So it helps you get limbered up and stuff. And it's not a hard workout. It just kind of, it's just a workout. It's a video. You can watch it if you want. Another thing is about that place. Well, I did not get to check the water out, but I was told that down there, I was kind of worried about the alligators and the bear. Did not see a bear. They said that there was bear poop they saw when they would go for their walks, but I did not see the bear. I was happy about that. And and then I was kind of worried about alligators, So, but they said that there's buoys out on the beach area of that lake, and that they've got fencing down, so the alligators can't get in there. I don't know, but when we were at the boat ramp, there was 2 fishermen that pulled up to put their boat in, and so we were talking to them the morning. This was the morning before we went down to see Debbie Jean, and is there alligators in there? And he just said, alligators are everywhere there's water in Florida. So, am I right? Am I right, T? I've got to catch up with you guys. Good idea to cover the plates. Blurring them can be tough in an edit. It was tough in my edit. I mean, so I actually had to cut out this whole part that I didn't want to cut out. But anyway, yeah, I should have just covered it up, and I'm just going to start taking something, or they're going to have, you just put hang a towel over it, whatever. But you don't, T says, I don't care if people see my license plate, but if they come to my house, they better bring me a taco. A fish taco. I want a fish taco. I've been craving fish tacos ever since we were going to eat at Lena's down there, and they had fish tacos and we never did. But anyway, wherever there's water, there's alligators. I live across the street from the lake, and they are out there. Got to keep your, oh man, I don't know how you guys deal with that. Couldn't the gators just leave the water, walk around the beach and go? I hadn't thought about that, Dale. You're right. They could do that. They could be in there anyway. Yeah, like the fence will keep them out. You're exactly right. They could be in there. I hadn't even thought of that. That's something I should have thought of, because I really don't want to run in, and I don't want them to get Rosey. And so, but it was so far down there, it might be a good thing. T was saying you was going to film your van first, and they can climb that fence. Oh, well, yeah. I was like, I don't know. I don't even know if that's true that they did that. I can't even remember who told me that. But, the ladies are down there swimming in it. The dogs are swimming in it. But, and they always do. I don't know. I don't even swim in the ocean. I'm a swimming pool I'll do down here. I will do the lake, like Truman Lake, like the Ozarks and all that. Because they're deep. They're very deep, and jump in and get on a floaty, no big deal. But I don't really care for ponds that much unless I'm just on a float. But now the creek, we got some rivers down here that are fun to float, that are real clear, and I would do that. But we don't have alligators here. We have snakes, a lot of black snakes, and they don't hurt you. Not many rattlers or anything like that. Cheryl, I was asked by Susan when I first started my build if she could tour my van months ago, and I promised her she would be first. Okay, so it's Susan, Johnny, then me. Okay. Well, I'm gonna hold you to that, T. Okay, and I'm gonna do it down there at Johnny's. Okay, because who knows when I'm gonna see you again. Unless you go on this trip to Virginia with us. Unless you want to come back to Florida. Did you see my states board? I've got a lot of states to go to get done before I'm done with this life here. It bothers me that I don't have Louisiana. It's kind of funny because it's just there, and all the rest of them are filled in. Like I was in 5 states in one day, and I didn't get Louisiana. What's there to do in Louisiana? You have some grilled gator. Does it take? I think I have actually ate alligator. Of course, it probably wasn't the real fresh alligator. It was probably but it tastes like chicken, doesn't it? I heard it tastes like chicken. Because see, I love frog legs. Do you eat frog legs? Tastes like chicken. Have you had frog legs? Because we do frog legs here, and they are wonderful. I love them. They taste like, to me, frog legs taste like a chicken and fish. Very, very good. Yes, I like you. I like your picture. Oh, hush, Kirby. Kirby says, "Don't fool yourself. There's rat moccasins too." Says my connection is unstable. Shouldn't be. Can you guys? Am I real blurry or anything? Do you guys? You believe Kirby? I haven't seen an alligator where I live in an RV resort in Riverview, Florida, except for Busch Gardens, and I've been there about 5 years. Moved here from the country in Idaho. Good deal. I know you said scorpions. You said rattlesnakes too, didn't you, Kirby? Your gator was rubbery, Dale, huh? Fishy chicken. Probably not fresh alligator. I bet fresh alligator is better. Current river, but has to be hot to float. Vicious ticks. Yes, we have ticks. Heck, there were ticks down at Mill Dam. Everybody was getting ticks down there. I'm like, wow, because it's February here in Missouri. I mean, if it gets warm, there's ticks. Ticks are like everywhere anymore. So it is a little bit bad. I hope it doesn't record bad. My last one was bad, and it's my internet. I don't know. I need to give them a holler. I don't know why my mic would be cutting out. It's right here on my chest. You like frog legs? Okay. Well, we can do fishing and frog legs. I don't think I could go frogging though. I don't think I could do the what do they call it? Jigging? Is it jigging or rigging or gigging? It's gigging. Yeah, I hate ticks. I don't even hardly. I love seafood. Yeah, I am a big. Yeah, I love seafood. Wow. Okay, that's cool. You guys are close. Crawdads. I don't think I've had crawdads ever. That'd be interesting. Now, isn't that called when they do the crawdad boil or something? Isn't that the same as they do the shrimp boil? Is it the same thing, crawdads? When they do a boil, like I've heard of it. Is it crawdads and like Cajun seasoning with sausage and stuff like that? Oh, I love meat. Yeah, I'm crab. I'm all about the crab legs. I love crab. Crab. Not much on lobster, but I haven't had Maine lobster. So I've just had, what are those other lobsters called that are, what are they called? They had them in Costa Rica when I was there. Rosie girl, you want me to get Rosie? You want to see her? Let me go get her. I'll be right back. Come here, Chunkin. Everybody wants to say hi. Oh, yeah, right. Say hi, everybody. Say hi, everybody. Who's that? Is that Rosie? Is that Rosie? Say hi, everybody. You ought to seen her when we got home. This girl, I've never seen her so happy. That was her longest trip she's ever done with Van Halen and me. And she's done long trips, but she's had the camper and Kirby, of course. And she was out in the backyard, and it was funny. She's walking the perimeter. There's about, not quite an acre, maybe fenced in right here for her. And she's walking it, and there's a hole she can get out in the back. And I said, no, you can't go there. And she just takes off running. She loves her yard, and she was so happy. She was very happy to be back at Rosie's cabin, let me tell you. Yeah, she's my baby. But she loved getting home, that's for sure. So she didn't know what to think. Now, that was the first time also that I took her to the ocean. And of course, this was, this was the West Dog Beach. So it was like, if you've never gone to Fort Pickens, I don't know, nobody told me if they've been there or not, but you got to go through the gate. You have to have your America the Beautiful pass. You get in free. Otherwise, I think they charge you to go inside of Fort Pickens. But before the gate is the dog park beach. And then when you get in the gate and you're driving down to where the campground is and the fort is, there's, I think, 3 spots you can pull in. There's a parking lot, and you can go down to the beach. Dogs aren't allowed. And so we tried them all out. Went, beautiful, beautiful white sandy beaches. And to tell you the truth, the dog beach was the prettiest one. I'm not kidding you. The waves were so beautiful, and it was the prettiest beach. We looked at all of them, but I don't know. They're all beautiful to me, but that one had the prettiest waves, But they were so big, and she was kind of scared, I think, of it, And then, because they were kind of splashing up, and I mean, we were pretty far away from it, and it was just coming up. There was this, hill from where it had washed the sand out, and she got down in the sand. The sand she liked on her paws. It was really soft. But then she's always got that tongue hanging out, cheetah tongue. And she had sand on her tongue, and she had sand on her nose, and she was pretty cute. Yeah. But she got to see the ocean. They love being home too. I know, honey. I know you lost your baby. I'm so sorry about that. She did really good. I was really proud of her. That was a good long trip, and she did good. She did good. She did really good. I feel proud of her. Yeah. So yeah, I'm home, and I'm on I got my. She's looking right at the screen. She sees herself. Look at her. What you see, Rosie? Who is that? Is that Mommy and Rosie? Is that Mommy? What's going on, huh? She's a sweetie. Anyway, she was pretty happy to be back at Rosie's cabin. She was just happy, happy, happy. Well, guys, anybody want to ask me any questions before we go, or been on here about an hour? She had a great long life. I saw your pictures. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful. And I'm hoping, I'm hoping that she has a long life too. She's going to be, she's got another month. She's going to be 8, March 6th. It's her birthday. So she's going to be 8 years old. She doesn't look it to me. She looks like she's a little baby, little puppy, but yeah, she's a grown woman. I can't wait to see. Are you just going to put everything in your van, Dale, that you've got in your little van for now? Oh, yeah. Oh, don't say that. Oh, yeah. I hate it when they don't have long lives. But Rosie's pretty spoiled right now. She's a pretty happy camper. I hope she, just got to take care of her. Them little ones, the little ones are hard. No build. Yeah. I do too, T. And yes, subscribe to Van Gogh Wanderers and check out Van Gogh and her van. It's awesome. And um, I'm going to go through here and make sure if you've got a YouTube channel, I'm going to make sure that I'm subscribed to you also. And let's get this community growing bigger. I love it. I love our community of campers and what brings us all together. And it's a wonderful community. I'm going to try and figure out how to share my live stream with another creator so we can talk back and forth a little bit more. I'm going to learn that next, and we'll see who we can get to share the live stream with. So that will be fun if anybody wants to try and do that. So you guys have a great week. I'm so thankful that you all tuned in. It's so good to see you. And we will see you next week. Everybody go have a bowl of ice cream, or for me, it's cottage cheese and blueberries. You're catching up with everybody's videos. How much snow you still got up there, Dale? Are you getting a break at all? Are you getting a break? See you, T. Bye, Cheryl. Bye, Denise. Bye, Sherry. You had some more this morning. You stay safe up there and you stay warm. Can't wait till I get to see you again. So tune in Wednesday. I'll see you then. Bye-bye. Say bye, Rosie. Say bye-bye. We'll see ya. You got another foot Sunday. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. They got 2 feet in Boston. I heard there was another. Bye, Denise. Bye, Susan. Thanks for coming. Come see me next week. Doug, you be careful in that snow, okay? I hope you're just staying home, right? Yeah. Bye, Zeb. Thanks for coming in. Oh my gosh. You have to send some pictures. Put some pictures on do some videos so I can see it. Bye, Sherry. Do some videos so I can see the snow, what you got going up there, okay, Dale? You're a nut. I'll see you next week. Bye, everybody. Have a good week. Bye.